Hey guys, it's B-Tide. If you're enjoying the content here on the channel, consider supporting on Patreon for as little as $1 each month. Links and credits can be found in the description. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to BlackTideTV and some Titanfall 2 content. Some much needed, unfortunately postponed Titanfall 2 content for the channel. I meant to talk to you guys about a glitch in the frontier a few days ago, but I got caught up making those update videos and I got a little bit behind schedule, but now we're back and we're ready to talk about Titanfall 2 once again on BlackTideTV. I think the last Titanfall 2 video on the channel was around a month ago with the Colony DLC. I'll link that video in the description in case you guys were interested in that. But in that video, I actually made the false claim that there's going to be more Titanfall content on the channel. I was like, oh yeah, I'm really enjoying Titanfall and I'm going to post more videos for Titanfall, and I just haven't got around to it. And I couldn't think of like really great ideas for Titanfall videos because unlike Call of Duty, where I'm very knowledgeable on a lot of different tactics and how to play the game and how to get camouflage. I know a lot about Call of Duty. I don't know as much about Titanfall, and there are way better Titanfall channels out there for you guys to check out. But I thought that, you know what, it's about time that we get back into the Titanfall 2 vibe because I'm really enjoying this game right now. Of course, we got that new DLC, Glitch in the Frontier, which we will be discussing in today's video, but I've just been grinding this game like crazy recently, and I don't really have a good reason for that. I'm just really enjoying it. Like, I feel like it's a really strange time in the year. Like, it's pretty late in the season at this point, and it seems like this game is almost dying. I don't want to say it because I don't want to believe it, but even the Advocate Network, which I believe every single player that signs in is automatically added to the Advocate Network. Whenever I sign in, the Advocate Network only has around 600 people playing. And that seems like a really low number considering every single player is automatically added to that network. So do people actually leave the Advocate Network, or am I just seeing a certain number? Am I only seeing the people in the network that I can connect to, or I'm not really sure how the game works, but it definitely seems like there must be more than 600 people playing this game. Like, the game is pretty damn popular, but at the same time, I would believe that we are losing a bit of popularity when it comes to Titanfall 2 because of that hype for Call of Duty World War II. A lot of players are getting like really amped up about that. I'm seeing a lot more activity in the Call of Duty kind of subgenre. You're seeing a lot of people playing Modern Warfare Remastered, like a lot more. You're seeing more people even playing Infinite Warfare. And then, of course, on Xbox, you have all those players going back to Black Ops 2 and all the other remastered, or whatever you want to call them, Call of Duty games. So it definitely seems like less people are playing Titanfall 2 and more people are playing Call of Duty because of that hype for World War II. But I am really loving Titanfall 2 right now. I have a few camouflage left in Infinite Warfare that I should be working on. I only have like 3 weapons to get all of my camouflage, get Black Sky, get Solar Camouflage, and all that good stuff, and I really want to get that. Nothing more do I want than to get all of my camouflages done in Infinite Warfare. I'm almost done all of the challenges. I'm pretty much almost at 100% in that game, including camouflage, and I really want to get that done. But I still keep finding myself coming back to Titanfall 2 because I'm just really loving this game right now. It's just weird how it jumps back into my life. I'm playing Titanfall 2 and I'm obsessed with it, and I play it non-stop every single day, and then for months on end I won't play it at all. And that's kind of what happened between the Colony DLC and this new Glitch in the Frontier DLC. I'm playing this game all the time now, as you can tell from the gameplay. Well, not the gameplay currently, but when I'm back on the ground as a pilot, you can tell that I've regened, which is the same thing as Prestige in Titanfall, where you hit the maximum level and you reset all your stats, and you go back to level 1 and do it all over again. I've regened, I got that Stoic Gold outfit. I've also regened my R201 assault rifle, obviously like the most popular assault rifle in the game. I try not to use this assault rifle as much as you're seeing it in the gameplay, but it's just such a great gun. It's really overpowered. It's like the M16 of this game, like the MWR M16 of Titanfall 2. Everybody uses it. Everybody loves the R201. I'm trying not to use it as much in my gameplay so that you guys can see a variety of guns if you're maybe interested in trying out Titanfall 2, but I just keep coming back to it, and as I said, I did just regenerate it, and it's got that sick Stoic Gold camouflage on there, and I want to show that thing off because Stoic Gold is absolutely amazing in this game. I love the camouflage patterns in this game. There's way too many of them. Just to start us off, there are way too many camouflage patterns in this game, but they're all super nice. I love all the Stoic camouflages, like the Stoic Gold, the Stoic Pink. There's like 10, maybe 15 different Stoic camouflage. So every time you prestige your weapon, or every time you prestige yourself, because you can get the same camouflage for your actual character, every time you prestige or regenerate, you get like a new camouflage that you can put on, and it starts with Stoic Gold, which is like the best gold camouflage ever. It may just look yellow, but I really enjoy it. I think it's one of the cooler looking camouflage, like the cooler looking gold camouflage we've seen in any first person shooter. I love how it's so simple, but it's like, it really pops in this game. But you get all of these other stoic camouflages that you can unlock as you prestige, and I'm just loving this game right now. I could go on for hours about how much fun I'm having playing this game. Of course, we have Glitch in the Frontier, which is the new DLC on top of the Colony DLC. So Colony came out, we got a new Colony map, we got the R101, which is like a different version of the R201 assault rifle. I guess it's from the first Titanfall game. It's got like a built-in ACOG scope or some other kind of scope, scout sight, whatever you want to call it. Being a Call of Duty player, I'm just going to call it an ACOG scope. So it's got a built-in scope. And then we got this Glitch in the Frontier DLC maybe a month later. I don't know if it's been a month or what. I think it's been a month, so I'm just going to say that. It's been about a month, and we now have the Glitch in the Frontier DLC. And this one has 2 new maps. There's a new faction. So the factions are kind of like mission teams in Infinite Warfare, where you pick one and then you kind of work with that faction, and as you level them up, you get like advocate gifts, and you get a bunch of free stuff for being in that certain faction. So there's a new faction for M.R.V.N, which is like the robot guy that you see in the campaign. When you're running around the campaign, there's like these robots with their smiley faces on their stomachs, and they're just really funny to look at. He actually has, M.R.V.N has a mission team of his own, or a faction of his own. And it's kind of funny. You can actually turn on the subtitles and you'll get a translation of what he's saying. But if you don't have subtitles on, he's just like making robot noises and stuff, where all of the other factions are telling you like, oh, we got to do this, or oh, the enemy has the flag. He's just like, beep, boop, bop. His key comes up for no reason whatsoever, because he's not telling you anything. You're just like looking at the guy like, am I supposed to know what that means? But it's super fun. It's he unlocks at like level 55 or 50, whatever the top level is in this game. That's when the faction actually unlocks. So it's clearly just like a joke. It's just added in there for an extra little benefit. Apparently they added a whole ton of regens for the pilots in this game, as in 100 regens. Looking at the patch notes, it says increase pilot gen to 100. I believe they're talking about regens. So as I was talking about prestige earlier, yeah, there's 100 prestige for your pilots in Titanfall 2 now. 100. That puts the 30 prestige in Infinite Warfare to shame. Like, that's crazy. I can't believe there's going to be anyone out there in the world that will hit 100th prestige in Titanfall 2, but if you do, let me know in the comment section down below. If you're planning on hitting 100 prestige in Titanfall 2, you are one dedicated motherfucker, and I want to know who you are. I want your name. But that's completely crazy. 100 regenerations. We've got, of course, the new maps. So there's this map, and there's a live fire map. I didn't even know there was a live fire map, because I've been playing Glitch 24/7. This map is known as Glitch, and it's kind of like the best way to describe it is when you're doing the tutorial for Titanfall 2, like the very first part, there's like a gauntlet that you have to run through. That's what this map looks like. It looks exactly like the gauntlet. I'm not sure if this is a map from like the first Titanfall. Like, that's what we saw with Colony. That's what we saw with Angel City. They keep bringing back like maps from the first Titanfall game. I'm not sure if that's the case for this map, but this map is easily one of my favorite, if not my absolute favorite map in the entire game as of right now. And that's because it works so well with the movement in Titanfall 2. It's just so perfect. Like, you can wall run, and you can move around, you can use the grappling hook. One thing that I have noticed about Titanfall, as I've been playing it really a lot more in the last couple of days, is that the grapple hook should just be built into your system or whatever. You should not have to use the grapple hook as a tactical, because the entire game revolves around the necessity of the grapple hook. And you could argue that, no, I can get around the maps without the grapple hook. You can get around the maps, but you can't get around the maps as fast, or you can't get around the maps as efficiently as someone with a grappling hook. It's like this game, every single map, everything from the ground up was built for the grappling hook. And while I praise the grappling hook in the beta or the pre-alpha tech test and how well it works and how it's like how it's redefining like the first-person shooter with this fancy grappling hook that gets you around so easily, while I praised it in the pre-alpha tech test, I must say that I'm kind of hating it now. I kind of hate how you have to completely give up on like exo stim or whatever it's called in this game. You got to get rid of stim, you got to get rid of pulse blade, you got to get rid of all of these other really great abilities to use the grappling hook when you basically need the grappling hook in almost every situation. So I just wanted to bring that up while I'm here talking about Titanfall 2, because who knows how long it's going to be until the next Titanfall 2 video. But the grappling hook, I really loved it at first, and I do love using it. I can't get enough of the grappling hook. I just shoot it everywhere. I'm loving that thing. I'm flying all over the map. I'm getting to places on this map, on the glitch map, that you're not even supposed to be in. It's like telling me, you're too high, go back down on the ground. You're out of the battle right now. You gotta friggin' get back down there because you're crazy. You're like Superman flying over everybody because I'm using this grappling hook, and I love doing that, but I just wish I could do that and also have a tactical ability that I actually get to choose, because grapple hook, it's almost like you don't even get to choose. If you want to get around this game, if you want to be a good player, you got to be using the grappling hook when it comes to Titanfall 2. But this map is really great. I love how it really incorporates all of these really like winding, twisty walls, and there's so much to wall run on. There's so much advanced movement to be had on this map. It's just so perfect for the game, and that's why I said I'm wondering if it was a Titanfall 1 map or if this is a brand new map that they designed just for this game, because it does look a lot like the tutorial segment, the Run the Gauntlet segment at the beginning of the campaign for this game. But really, really cool map. Currently, there's a 24/7 playlist, and that's why I've been just grinding Titanfall right now, because I'm playing that 24/7 playlist. They've got a bunch of different modes on there. It's like capture the flag. You can actually play live fire on this map, which is awesome. All of the other live fire maps are super small, and that's why I didn't really like them that much. Yes, they are 6v6 pilot versus pilot, and that's kind of the point. It's like a search and destroy, more or less, where you die and you're out. So live fire makes sense for the maps to be smaller, but I don't know, there's something about this map with live fire just works really well, and I'm really enjoying it. Now, there was another map actually added with this DLC for live fire exclusively, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I haven't even played it. And I'm already pumped about this DLC because obviously it's a free DLC. Why wouldn't you be pumped? It's not even really DLC because you have to download it to play online, so it's not even really DLC, but I'm loving this DLC right now, and I haven't even experienced the whole thing. I haven't even tried this other live fire map. Maybe we'll get into that in an upcoming video or something like that, but I've just been grinding this this glitch 24/7, and I highly advise you get on Titanfall 2 and try it out. Titanfall 2 is just really impressing me lately. All I want to do is get those camouflages done and get those other things done in Call of Duty, but I keep finding myself playing Titanfall 2 day in, day out. And that's something to be said about the series. I think Titanfall 3, whenever it does come out, will be a main competitor when it comes to the first-person shooter franchise. I think this game kind of fell short because of when it came out and the support that it had, because EA was trying to support Battlefield 1 at the same time, and they were trying to compete with Call of Duty. So they had a rough start, and that's kind of what's been bringing Titanfall 2 down. But I think if they really put their backs into it, Titanfall 3 should be really great. I think Titanfall 2 definitely should see a resurgence. They should add in some really big incentive to get people playing again. But that is it for today's video, guys. I just want to talk to you guys about Titanfall 2 on the channel for a little bit. I highly advise you check it out. If you do, don't forget to drop in on my network called the BlackTideTV network. You can join that. It's completely public, and yeah, we can play together. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at BlackTideTV, and consider supporting me on Patreon. There's a link in the description. I'll catch you guys on the next video.